So how did this video come about? Let me tell you a quick story. Over the weekend, my wife and I went to dinner. My father-in-law came over to babysit our kids. Yes, I got kids. And while we were out, he took our compost bin, which is used in Canada to dispose of leftover food, and brought it into the garage so the raccoons and other animals don't get into it, and obviously make a massive mess in front of the house. Now, the problem is he didn't check the bin and what's inside the bin before bringing it into the garage. And the bin already had a raccoon in it, guys. Yeah. Which basically meant the raccoon that was already in the bin climbed out of the bin and now was hiding in my garage. The following day, it took 3 hours and it was next to impossible to get this raccoon out of our garage and into, you know, the wildlife. I posted this hilarious experience on our YouTube community tab, and everyone basically decided that because of this raccoon fiasco, maybe we should now do an animal badges versus bird badges Champions League competition. So here we are, animal badges versus bird badges UCL. I swear this raccoon thing is like the most Canadian thing ever. So today we're gonna have 16 clubs that have animal badges and names take on 16 clubs that have bird badges and names in the Ultimate Champions League competition. That's the video. Yeah, that's what we're doing. So let's get familiar with the 16 animal clubs and the 16 bird clubs. The criteria is you have to have an animal or a bird in your club crest, and the nickname of the club also has to be an animal or a bird. And I tried my best to pick the clubs from a variety of different leagues, so if your club is not in this competition, I deeply apologize. To start off with the animals, Leicester City, they got a fox, they're called the Foxes, they're in. Club number 2, Wolverhampton, they're called the Wolves, they got a wolf on their badge, they qualify. Club number 3 will come from Italy. How about Roma, also called Wolves? For number 4, we're actually gonna go to Denmark, FC Copenhagen, the Lions. The 5th club will come from the 2nd division of German football, FC Köln, the Goats, and they got a nice goat as their badge. Back to Italy we go for club number 6, Torino, the Bull. How about a club from France as club number 7, Lille, the Mastiffs? We'll go back to the Premier League for club number 8, Aston Villa will participate. They have a lion on their badge and one of their nicknames is the Lions. The 9th club will also come from Italy, and I don't think we've ever had this club participate in one of our competitions. Lecce, they're also called Wolves. They have a wolf beside a tree on their badge. There's a lot of clubs that are actually called Wolves, and Lecce is one of them. A club from the Championship, Hull City, the Tigers. And another club from the Championship, Sunderland, the Black Cats. Back to Denmark we go for club number 12, FC Midtjylland, who are also called Wolves, and their logo really reminds me of the Wolverhampton Wanderers Wolves logo in the Premier League, the eyes and the nose of the wolf. How about Millwall, the Lions? And Derby County, the Rams? I mean, it's as clear as day, isn't it? What about a club from Azerbaijan, Karabag FK, the Horsemen, and they got 2 horses on their logo. And the last animal badge club will come from Romania, FC Dinamo 1948, Dinamo Bucuresti. They're called the Red Dogs. And now the 16 bird clubs, and of course we gotta start with Brighton and Hove Albion, the Seagulls, and Crystal Palace, the Eagles. Norwich City, anyone? The Canaries. Bird club number 4, another eagle club from Portugal, Benfica. And club number 5 will be Bristol City, the Robins. Sheffield Wednesday are the Owls. They got a nice owl on their crest. They qualify too, guys. And another eagle club, but this time from Germany, Eintracht Frankfurt, the Eagles. What about an eagle club from France? Yes, Nice, the Eaglets. Man, there's so many eagle clubs, just like there's so many wolf clubs. Bird club number 10 will come from Greece, AEK Athens, the double-headed eagle. More eagles. A bird club from Italy, Genoa, the Griffin. Club number 12, Cardiff City, the Bluebirds. And club number 13 is Swansea City, the Swans. This has to be one of the coolest logos ever. Bari is gonna participate, the Cockerels. We're gonna have a Belgian club also take part in this competition, Sint-Trudense, the Canaries, just like Norwich City. Can't forget about Lazio. They got that big eagle on top of their logo. They qualify. And the last and 16th bird club will come from Norway, FK Haugesund, the Seagulls. Now, to seed all of our 32 animal and bird clubs into 8 groups of 4 and begin our UCL competition, I thought we would use something that is extremely fitting. We will have another animal decide the group, which is the pig, the piggy bank. So first we're going to seed all the animal clubs, and then we're going to seed all the bird clubs. So we will have 2 animal clubs and 2 bird clubs in every single group. That way it is completely fair, and we don't end up with 4 animal clubs in the same group or 4 bird clubs in the same group. We don't want that happening. So let's click and see the first 2 animal clubs that will be in group A. 3, 2, 1. What do we got? Sunderland, the Black Cats, and FC Köln, the Goats. They are in group A. Now for group B. 3, 2, 1. Group B is Torino, the Bull, and Aston Villa, the Lions. Give us 2 animal clubs for group C. Who are they? They are are Hull City Tigers and Roma Wolves. 4 animal clubs for Group D. They will be Lille the Mastiffs and Karabag the Horsemen. And Group E, Derby County the Rams and Millwall the Lions, 2 clubs from the championship. Group F, 3, 2, 1, we got Dinamo Bucharesti, the Red Dogs, and FC Copenhagen, also the Lions. 2 more animals groups to seed. Group G, we have Wolverhampton Wolves and Lecce Wolves. And the last 2 animal clubs will go together into Group H, which are Leicester City, the Foxes, and FC Midtjylland, also Wolves. Now, this is where things are going to get very exciting because we're going to pair the bird clubs with the animal clubs into the groups. So we got Sunderland and FC Köln in Group A, the Black Cats and the Goats, and the 2 bird clubs that will join them in Group A are Lazio, big club, Eagles, and Bristol City, the Robins. Torino, the Bull, and Aston Villa, the Lions, are in Group B. It is a very, very tough group. Will it get even tougher? With Sheffield Wednesday, the Owls, and Bari, the Cockerels. I think the animal clubs in Aston Villa and Torino are probably the favorites here. Group C, I don't know. Hull City Tigers and Roma Wolves are in there. Who will join them? Let's see what happens. Genoa, Griffin, and FK Hauksund Seagulls. Roma for sure the favorite. Maybe Genoa and Hull City, and maybe even FK Hauksund can battle it out for spot number 2. Group D has Karabag, the Horsemen, and Lille, the Mastiff, and the 2 bird clubs that will join them, Centrudense, the Canaries, and Crystal Palace, the Eagles. So far, Group E is a championship group. We have Derby County, the Rams, and Millwall, the Lions. Who will join them there? A whole championship group. Cardiff City Bluebirds and Swansea City Swans. This group is hilarious. Group F is very random. We got Dinamo Bucharesti, the Red Dogs, and FC Copenhagen, the Lions. The 2 clubs that will join them there, Norwich City, the Canaries, and AEK Athens, the double-headed Eagle. We got 2 Wolf clubs in Group G, which are Wolves, Wolverhampton Wolves, and Lecce, who are also Wolves. Will we have more Wolf clubs in there? No, we'll have more Eagles in that group. Benfica Eagles and Nice the Eaglets. So Group G is Wolves versus Eagles. And the last 2 bird clubs will join Group H that has Leicester City, the Foxes, and FC Midtjylland, also Wolves. The last 2 clubs, Eintracht Frankfurt, the Eagles, and Brighton, the Seagulls. I think Group H might be the group of death. Our animals versus birds UCL is about to commence. All the groups are set, guys. And while we simulate to the end of the group stage matches, let me know down in the comments, do you like animal badges more? Do you like bird badges more? Or maybe you prefer a club not to be nicknamed after a bird or an animal at all. Also, if one of you guys can do some research and let me know down in the comments why so many football clubs are named after the wolf or named after the eagle, I would love to know that information. Our animals versus birds UCL group stage matches have come to an end, guys. Everyone has played each other once, so who is advancing to the round of 16? Well, in Group A, probably no surprise. Lazio, the Eagles, and FC Köln from Germany, the Goats, they will progress. Unfortunately, that is the end of the road for the Black Cats in Sunderland and Bristol City, the Robins, I believe. In Group B, also the 2 favorites will be moving on. Aston Villa, the Lions, topped it on 9 points, followed by Torino, the Bull, Bari, the Cockerel, and Sheffield Wednesday, the Owls, they are eliminated. Group C, Genoa, the Griffin, and Roma Wolves will progress. FK Hauksund, the Seagulls, they come a little bit short, and Hull City, the Tigers, they finished dead last without winning a match. Group D, we have our first surprise. Lille, the Mastiffs, topped it on 7 points, followed by Karabag, the Horsemen. Maybe some people thought it would be Crystal Palace, the Eagles. No, it was Karabag. Unfortunately, that is also the end of the tournament for Centrudense STVV. They are also eliminated. They went 0-3. Group E, the group of the championship clubs. Millwall, the Lions, are on top, followed by Cardiff City, the Bluebirds, Derby County, the Rams. They were close on 4 points, just a bit short, and Swansea were terrible. The Swans. Group F, the double-headed Eagle prevails in AEK Athens, followed by Norwich City, the championship club, the Canaries. They outlasted FC Copenhagen. They are eliminated, and so are the Red Dogs from Romania and FC Dinamo Bucharesti. Group G was a very tough group. Benfica, Nice, Lecce, and Wolves. The Eagles, Benfica, Benfica, they prevail, followed by the Eaglets, Nice in second place from France. Both Wolf clubs in Lecce and Wolves, they're going home. And the last and final group, Group H, we said it might be the group of death. Brighton, the Seagulls, they are on top, followed by Frankfurt, the Eagles, the Foxes, and also FC Midtjylland. Who are they? Who is FC Midtjylland? Someone tell me, I forgot. The Wolves, also Wolves. They're going home just like the Foxes. So a round of 16 matchups, animals versus birds. I mean, it's just a mixed bag of clubs from both animal clubs and bird clubs. We're gonna have Lions in Millwall taking on the Horsemen in Karabag. The Seagulls in Brighton will take on the Goats in FC Cologne. An all-Italian round of 16 matchup, we will have Genoa the Griffin taking on the Bull in Torino. And an all-French matchup, the Mastiffs in Lille will take on the Eaglets in Nice. The double-headed Eagle in AEK Athens have a very, very tough task on their hands, guys. They have to face Wolves, Roma. While the Eagles in Lazio will face another bird, and that will be the Bluebirds in Cardiff City. Another Eagle club, Benfica, will take on another Eagle club in Frankfurt. And the Aston Villa Lions, they will take on the Norwich City Canaries. Millwall versus Karabag, our first round of 16 matchup. The Lions versus the Horsemen. To the round of 8. One match to decide it. No way. The Horsemen are eliminated in Karabag, and Millwall moves on. Seagulls versus Goats. Either an animal or a bird will be eliminated, and either an animal or a bird will be going into the last stage. Which one will it be? It will be the birds. The Seagulls, they eliminate the Goats. Will it be the Griffin or will it be the Bull in the last stage? Genoa versus Torino. 3, 2, 1. Oh. Who is it? Oh, penalties! That must be an upset. I think that's an upset. I think Torino is better than Genoa. The Griffin moves on pens, guys. The Mastiffs versus the Eaglets. Will we have another bird club in the last 8, or will it be the Mastiff, which is a dog, I believe? Yes, it is a dog, I think. Yes, it is. It will be the Mastiff. It will be Jonathan David and Lille taking care of Nice. Now, this one is big. The double-headed Eagle versus Wolves. AEK Athens versus Roma for a spot in the round of 8. Yo, what a score. 5-3. What are we playing, hockey or baseball here? This is insane. It went to extra time, and it's Dovbyk, and Dybala. Dovbyk and Dybala. And Dovbyk missed the penalty. He had a hat trick and he missed the pen. 5-3. Wolves eliminate the double-headed Eagle. Bird versus bird. One bird will be soaring into the sky. One bird will be hitting the ground. Lazio, the Eagles versus Cardiff City, the Bluebirds. Surely Lazio is the favorite in this matchup. Yes, it is no competition. The Bluebirds, a nice run, Cardiff City, but you are eliminated. Lazio in the last 8. Another massive round of 16 matchup. Eagles versus Eagles. Benfica versus Eintracht Frankfurt. One of them will be going home disappointed, and it will be Benfica. On penalties too, man. Ekitike, no Marmoush. Remember, Marmoush is at Manchester City. It is Ekitike and Gotze Frankfurt. The Eagles of Eintracht Frankfurt in the last stage. And the last one, the Lions versus the Canaries, an all-English matchup. Will the Lions tear the Canaries apart? Surely the Lions are the favorite in Aston Villa, aren't they? They are, but it was closer than I expected. Either way, Aston Villa progressed. So what do we got in the quarterfinals? Well, it will be an animal club versus a bird club, an English affair. Millwall versus Brighton, Lions versus Seagulls. Then we will have the Griffin in Genoa taking on the Mastiff of Lille, Wolves of Roma taking on the Eagles of Lazio. Big match. And then the Eagles of Eintracht Frankfurt will take on the Lions of Aston Villa. Another huge one. Surely Millwall is not going to get by Brighton and Hove Albion, right? Surely the Seagulls are the favorites here. Will we have something special? We almost did, but we didn't. And Ciso in the 59th minute sends Brighton and Hove Albion, the Seagulls, into the semi-finals. Will it be the Griffin or will it be the Mastiff? Genoa, Lille for a spot in the last 4. It will go to Lille and Jonathan David, the Canadian. The Mastiffs, they prevail. Another all-Italian matchup, Roma Wolves versus Lazio Eagles. As big as it gets, guys. 3, 2, 1. The spot in the last 4 belongs to a bird club. Lazio, Castellanos and Isaksen. 43rd and 75th seals the deal. Wolves are going home hungry. Now, the last quarterfinal final is just as large. It is Eintracht Frankfurt versus Aston Villa, and it will go to Aston Villa, the Lions. They squeeze by in extra time through Rodgers. And so in the semifinals, we haven't really solved anything. We got two bird clubs in Brighton and Lazio, the Seagulls and the Eagles, and we got two animal clubs in Lille, the Mastiffs, and Aston Villa, the Lions. But the matches themselves are absolutely massive, guys. It is the Seagulls of Brighton versus the Mastiffs of Lille, and then it is the Eagles of Lazio versus the Lions of Aston Villa. A spot in the final awaits one of these clubs. Seagulls versus Mastiffs, Brighton versus Lille. Who is going to the final? It is Jonathan David with a brace, man. And how fitting is that? Jonathan David has been crushing it IRL. He's been scoring big goals. He scored in the Champions League against Real Madrid, Atletico Madrid, Juventus. He scored against Liverpool away in the UCL, and he's scoring big goals here for the Mastiffs. It is Lille that moves to the final. Brighton, though, a very nice run by the Seagulls. So will the Dogs, the Mastiffs, will they face the Lions in Aston Villa, or will they face a bird club in Lazio? Let's find out. I don't even know who it's gonna be. I told you I don't know who it's gonna be. That is an insane scoreline. 2-2 and 10-9 on pens. That is wild, man. Lazio, the Eagles. Okay, look at this animals versus birds UCL final. Lille, the Mastiffs, the Dogs versus Lazio, the Eagles. France versus Italy. And I think it's as fitting as it gets, guys, because the top two goal scorers in our competition is a Lazio player in Castellanos with 9 and Jonathan David, a Lille player, with 7. Gotta give massive respect to Leon Bailey with Aston Villa, who had 6, and Ollie Watkins for Villa as well, who is unfortunately eliminated, but he scored 5. Welcome to Rams Park. Yes, Rams Park. Why we're playing here? Because it's named after an animal, you know, Rams. I don't actually even know if the Galatasaray Stadium is named after an animal, but at least it sounds like an animal, the ram, you know. So it's the only one we could find. Lazio is on the attack. It's Lazio versus Lille, the Eagles versus the Mastiffs, and Chevalier. What a save. Okay, it's Dogs versus Birds. That's the final, guys. Who's gonna win it? Lazio is obviously in their blue. Lille is in their traditional red kits. Nuno Tavares to Guendouzi. Lazio is on the first attack early on. Chevalier already made that first save. Maybe they can do something else. Isaksen! That's wide. What another opportunity. And Lille is a little bit in trouble here as Chevalier goes long. They need to respond. I know it's only been 10 minutes, but Lazio gets the ball right back. Bouladier. Zaccagni going forward for Lazio. Now he treks back a little bit, drops it off to Guendouzi into that open space to the tournament goal scorer in Castellanos. Castellanos holding on to the ball, looking for an option, and he finds Isaksen. Will he go out wide? No, he'll cut inside. He'll cut inside again. He'll try and get around the defender. He makes a wonderful pass to Zaccagni, and Lazio is so unlucky not to be 1-0 up. He hit the crossbar. Jonathan David has been invisible for the first 23 minutes. It's been all Lazio. Into the box to Isaksen. Dribbles through. Castellanos. One touch to Dia. Zaccagni saved by Chevalier. Oh my goodness. Chevalier, top goalkeeper, by the way. IRL, look for him to get a big move this summer because he's been fantastic for Lille. Wonderful goalkeeper. Dia now. Lazio, I mean, they're next level. Another shot, possibly. No, drops it off. Back to Dia. Into the box. Isaksen. This is so dangerous. Zaccagni. Intercepted by Diakite. Lazio still has the ball. Another shot is blocked. Alexandro, get it out, brother. As he does, he just kicks it away. I've never seen such a dominant performance and still it be 0-0. It's 37 minutes in and Lille hasn't been in Lazio's half, yet somehow the match is scoreless. David to Cabella. This is better. Goodmanson. This is much better. Imagine if Lille score on their first attack. This is literally their first attack. Goodmanson. So dangerous. Jonathan David saved by Provedel. Maybe Lille also should have a goal. Maybe they will have a goal. It's intercepted by Goodmanson. The ref is letting him play. I think he's gonna call it here. Will he call it? Yes, he will. What a first half. How is this 0-0? I got no idea, guys, but it is. What an insane matchup. Man, the goalkeepers are standing tall. Haraldsson, also incredible player. Very, very good player. Young kid. Jagrova, another good player. Both teams are like even. You know, they both have extremely, extremely talented squads. And you could see how dangerous both teams have been in front of the net. They just can't convert. The goalkeepers are standing tall. Yes, Lazio has been the better team, but Lille is definitely no slouch, and there they intercept the ball. They've been a little bit better to start the second half. If Lille wins this game, the heroics of Chevalier will have to be talked about. That is for sure. He made huge saves in that first half. Into the midfield, back to Guendouzi. One touch to Dia. He turns and he goes into that open space. They're letting him go. Over the top ball. Brilliant ball to Zaccagni. This is dangerous. He tries to feed it inside. Diakite intercepts. Dia turns around, makes the pass to Isaksen. This is great from Lazio. Great football. One touch. What a touch. Oh my gosh, that would have been beautiful. That could have been incredible. That touch and turn and shoot was sensational. But here comes Joe David. Bursts through. Jonathan David, big game player. Big game player, he misses. What are we seeing here? 0-0, somehow, some way. Goodmanson. Dangerous. Guendouzi has him covered. Into the box it goes. Providel comes out and collects. We're in the 83rd minute. It's really end to end. Both teams are looking for a goal. Dia. Long ball. What a ball. Here we go. This might be the chance. No, Chevalier. And our first subs are being made. Marusic is coming on for Nuno Tavares. It will be a corner in the 86th minute for Lazio. It goes in the box. Is it there? Another save from Chevalier. What a save that was. Lazio can't buy a goal, guys. And yet another corner. Back-to-back corner. Inside it goes, and that time it is high from Castellanos. Are we really gonna go into extra time? This match does not deserve extra time. Or maybe it does, because the goalkeepers have been sensational, right? Andre, 2 minutes of stoppage time. I think we are gonna go to extra time in a 0-0 scoreline. All thanks to the goalkeepers. Or maybe to the lack of finishing from the players. As the full-time whistle is called. 30 more minutes to play. Surely we're not gonna go to penalties at 0-0. Just by the action of the match. You know, the players have not been playing a lot of defense. The only defense that we've seen are from the goalkeepers. The goalkeepers have been outstanding. It's the sole reason why it's 0-0. What a ball! How do you miss that? He was offside anyways, but still, how do you miss that? Isaksen for Lazio has been extremely impressive. That ball was delicious. That was an insane ball. It's all Lazio again. Lazio on the attack. They really want this trophy. They really wanted to. Zaccagni, the ball into an empty area. Dangerous ball, but no one was there. Jagrova, haven't seen too much of him, man. Andre, Jonathan David, he's had his opportunities. Back heel. We're in stoppage time of the first half of extra time. Maybe time for one last attack for Lille here. A rare attack. It'll go to Cabela. No, the ref will stop it right there. 15 more. Lille will kick off the second half of extra time. We're desperate for a goal here. This match is just screaming, someone score. But the goalkeepers are saying no. Joe David, Cabela, Haraldson. Nice dink out wide to Goodmanson, who made the run into the box to Joe David. David, early shot. Was that saved? Yes, it was. Providel, excuse me. I think he put his fingertips on this one. Let's see. David tried to place it. Yes, it's literally fingertips. The ball into the box. It is cleared by Ravella. How far though? Not too far. Haraldson gives it away to Zaccagni, and Zaccagni will take the open space, and maybe here Lazio can finally get on the scoreboard. Castellanos, no, it's too late. I think it's too late. The opportunity is gone. Way too many Lille players are back. Castellanos holding on to the ball. He'll play a bad pass. Mandy intercepts, but Castellanos' work rate goes out for a goal kick. Chevalier and Providel, the two men of the match. For sure. It's not a question, is it? Okay, what is Lille doing here? Wow. Dangerous throwing for Lazio. As at the end of the second half of extra time, maybe we won't go to penalties. Marusic into the box. It's Lazio. It is Lazio. It's Chevalier. Guys, I've never seen something like this before. We're gonna go to penalties. The goalkeepers are incredible. Just to let you know, Lazio had 12 shots in comparison to Lille's 3. And there is Providel making the save on Jonathan David. Chevalier cannot, and Lazio take the lead. Insane. Gomez scores for Lille. It's 1-1, but Lazio can take the lead here. Will they take the lead through Zaccagni? That is clever. It is 2-1 Lazio. Lille needs to equalize, and they do through Cabela. Providel can't get to that one. Lazio. Guendouzi saved by Chevalier. Saved! And Lille score. They go up 3-2. Now Lazio has to equalize. They do! 3-3. Lille to take the lead, to make it 4-3 through Haraldsen. Yes! Lazio need to score on Chevalier. Will they score? Or will Chevalier make the save? He will not. It is 4-4. They're death penalties now. Lille to take the lead. Providel says no! Providel says no. And now Chevalier has to make the save. Will he? Or will it be Lazio? It will be Lazio, the Eagles, in a dramatic penalty fashion. Even though this match did not have any goals in regular time or extra time, it still provided as much drama as possible, even in the penalty shootout. The goalkeepers were fantastic, and they showed that during the pens as well. The Eagle of Lazio soars high tonight because the Birds are the UCL champions over the Animals, guys. It was the Mastiffs in Lille versus the Eagles of Lazio. And Lazio, they were victorious. I do feel quite bad for Chevalier because he was incredible for Lille in nets. But Lazio are fully deserving, guys. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Hopefully you enjoyed this idea and this video. If you have any other cool ideas that you want to see on the channel, please comment them down below. And if it's a good idea, we'll make sure to do it. All right. Peace. The Eagles, Lazio, they are your champions. Peace.